Hey everyone, okay, so we finally have the MailChimp templates ironed out for both the newsletter format and the general announcements format. So let's dive in. I think you're going to find that it's super duper easy. All right, so log into MailChimp and you're going to want to go to templates. All right, so then from there, you're either going to choose announcements or newsletter. So let's look at newsletter first. It's more complex. So from a template, you're just going to go here and then create a new campaign. So you're essentially creating a copy of this. All right, and then choose a list, of course. We'll just say newsletter. And then we talked about this in a separate video, but don't forget that you have segments. All right, let's go to next. All right, campaign name, so this is internal, and let's see, the way that I have been naming these just for everyone's sanity is like this. I've been going newsletter / month, year / week, whatever. So I already have a week 1 created, so we're going to pretend and create a week 2. Okay. Email subject. This is super fun because you can insert emojis. So whatever the subject is, so let's just say, I know this isn't week 2. It's late and I can't remember what week 2 is. All right, A is for April, and awesome, that was week 1. And then emoji support. You don't have to enable anything, just pick an emoji. How cute. So I think for that one I just picked like a flower, but you know, pick whatever. There you go. I just think it adds a little fun personal touch. Okay, from name, leave that. Email address, leave that. Personalize the to field. Okay, you are going to want to click that. And then we're going to do first name, so copy that, hit space, paste that, and then change to last name. So whenever they receive their email, see here it says to whoever, like first name, last name, instead of to email address. It makes it more personal and it just helps you get through spam better. Okay, so once you've done that, come down here. All right, we've got Google Analytics turned on by default, and you can just leave that as is unless you want to change it, of course. Let's see, goal tracking. I played with this a little bit. Honestly, at the moment, I can't remember what I set up. Let's go ahead and keep it checked, and we'll talk about that more separately. All right, let's leave the rest as is. Go to next. Okay, so because this was the very first, this is always going to be what you're starting with on the ground floor. So this part always stays the same. Don't worry about that. Jane will send you pre-formatted, pre-sized images to update here. So you will receive essentially for the newsletter 4 images a week. This one, 2, 3, and 4. And then of course she'll send you the text, which you can just copy and paste as needed. Okay, so here's how you swap the images. You go here, go to edit, and this is important, remember to change this. So you'll just go to, let's see, replace, and then you're going to go to your newsletters folder, and this is where all of your newsletter images will be stored, right? So then once you have your updated images from Jane, you can just upload them. So just locate them wherever you've downloaded them onto your computer, or you can drag and drop them onto the screen, which is pretty cool. So once they're in the newsletters folder, then you can just select it and click insert. And of course it's the same, I selected the same image, but it will replace this image. And then to modify here, you're going to want to change the alt text to just, I don't know, I would maybe just type this right here. So what it's good for is if for some reason somebody's browser doesn't render the image, they get a little tag at least saying what it is. So sorry. Means, yep. I don't know how to do Olivia's fancy M dash. She's gonna kill me. Okay. Ta-da! All right. First image done. Right now it doesn't link to anything, but if you want it to link somewhere, say this is, you're using this area to promote something specific, you can always link this image elsewhere, like to Facebook or a specific page on the website or somebody else's website. So have fun with that. Do that if you need to. Okay, moving on. The main content area. Now this is where week 1 said, hey, wait a minute, undo. Be careful what you do here. All right, highlight very carefully. All right, hey, that's better. It's our first newsletter or whatever. And then this, ideally, you'll just be copying and pasting some text here. So copy, paste, blah, blah, blah. All right. And so that'll be a nice long paragraph. All right, save and close, moving on. Now this will probably stay the same, but I went ahead and made it editable text anyway because I could just foresee that this could potentially change. Anyway, change that if you need to. All right, same song and dance with these images here. We'll save and close this. Look here, edit. You can leave that as one, but then just replace. Locate the new square image that you've already pre-uploaded here. We'll just pick this one again, insert, and so just do the same for here, here, and here. And then in this content area, blah, 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 again with the copy paste, here, here, and here. And honest to God, that is it. This link will stay the same. This will stay the same, but you know, it's editable if you need it. This will stay the same, but it's editable as well. And this will stay the same, but it's also editable. All right. And then I would say maybe quarterly have Jane put together a new montage of Instagram photos down here so people aren't always looking at the same thing. Then when you're ready, you can edit and follow the same process to modify that strip there. Or we can just go ahead and change it in the template every quarter so you don't have to remember to do that every time. Whatever you want to do. All right, and then when you're done, it's always good to do a preview, so let's go to preview test and then enter preview mode. This way you can just kind of see what it's going to look like on desktop, so it's always going to max out at 800 pixels wide. And then mobile. So this is why I went to live text, because look how pretty it is now. See how these things collapse and now they're single file instead of 3 up across and super small. Now it's super responsive and happy. All right. Inbox previews. Oh, I think that is a paid feature. Okay. Anyway, you can exit out of preview mode. And then if you want to send yourself a test email, you can go to preview and test and test email, blah, 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 do that right there. And then, you know, just finish it up. Just like a regular campaign, and then you're done. So I'm going to save and exit and go back out to templates. So let's talk about the announcement template. Essentially what it is just a simplified version of the newsletter template, honestly. Let's create a new one. Who are we sending to? I don't know, everybody? Campaign name. Okay, so this will be, again, let's get organized here and let's do announcements. April 2017. So this would have been Pigs Fly, or actually for internal purposes, you know, back in stock, whatever. And then say, what is it? I can't remember what it was, but some catchy headline here. And hearts. And don't forget to personalize the to field. Copy that, do a space, or you can just, you know, pre-populate it. Can you hear my child freaking out in the background? Yeah, it's bedtime. Can you hear my husband freaking out on my child in the background? It's his bedtime too. Ooh, somebody gonna get a butt busting. Okay. So this headline stays the same. This will be sent to you by Jane. So just modify that like we talked about before. And then this will be sent to you. And just modify. Again, don't go crazy with the, here, see what happens when you get the extra space? Things go nuts. Undo. Gently, very gently highlight and edit. Ever so gingerly. Same here. And you can also add links. So if you're doing like, you know, Facebook, whatever, copy and paste that. Not .com, duh. And your link will turn blue. And that's it. That is it, folks. That's all she wrote. That stays the same. And those things are editable like we talked about. Anyway, when you're done, preview, save. Let's go ahead and save. Go back out to campaigns. And just so you know, I'm going to go ahead and delete these two practice ones. So you guys can go in and make your own practice ones. All right. I am out of here, ladies. I got to put my screaming child to bed. Love y'all.